So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Garoppolo on 1st down. He's going to wind up and air it out into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Watch tight. Tight end right. Now let's
go. A first carry now. This is Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 20. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Watch tight end. Tight right. Even. Now let's go. 319. Gun.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Hunter Henry brings it in. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah.
And Johnson lost the football. It's loose, poked out. But a Chargers player was able to fall on it, and they'll keep possession. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10.
4 down. All right, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Green 39. Green 39.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. It's Williams. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty.
Gun! Check me out. We got 3 down, but we got to stand up over there.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
All right, here we go.
They'll look to throw.
They're going to need some therapy.
Going up top. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
On now, Kaiser, the punter, sending it away. And San Francisco gets set to go here. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down.
21.
From the gun, it's Garoppolo. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down.
Well, from an offense's perspective, that sure was pretty because the corner route is extremely difficult to defend from my perspective.
What we just saw there, is that sort of the evolution of the tight end position?
Yeah, I think it is because more and more, tight ends are being treated like wide receivers. These are some agile players who can make a play in any spot on the field.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Here we go. Right. He's tight right here. He's tight on the right.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Let's face it, you always want a team full of guys who can get you first downs and big plays of all styles, but you've got to have a big man you can just turn and hand it to, and he can be dependable in picking up first downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Key to tight end. 4 down. Check. 4 down.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida.
Watch the shift.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
4 down.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. That'll bring up second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
We got 4. 21. Check 4.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Wide open receiver, complete. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
Let's get it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
4 down, 4 down. Alert.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another 1st down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
Strong right. 21. 4 down. Check.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Danny Shelton
That's how we do it.
getting in there from his defensive tackle spot to snow him under for a loss of 4. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
Right. Watch tight end. Even. 6. Sit hot.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Reed, the former LSU Tiger, making the play on the defensive side.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
65. He's checking crash.
Garoppolo steps away to his left. He may try and run for this. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And the 49ers take a 3-0 lead. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? Just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Now it's Duke Johnson here on the return. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Double tight. Alert. All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked. But instead, they'll keep it on 2nd down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Check pass. Now let's go. Blue 90.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the 2nd quarter, it has been a struggle.
Here we go now. Green.
He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barnes. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
25 yards the pickup there, and also a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Set! Green 30.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. Here we go now.
He'll look to throw. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. A first red zone opportunity here for the Chargers. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This is caught. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year. It's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here we go. Blue 90! Blue 90! 56 the mic. 56 is the mic.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. It's their quarterback scoring on the sneak from a yard out, and the Chargers are able to strike for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Butker now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more after this.
Watch, twist. 6.
They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Deep third. Single. Check the backer. Two.
Back to the air on 2nd. It's Garoppolo. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Malone.
Hey, come on.
23 yards on the play. First down now, but that clock rolling.
I got you. 5-2 is the mic.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. He got 29 yards that time.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. Now he'll escape to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Daniil Hunter in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
Hey, here we go. Wait, 20, 21.
On play action, now Garoppolo. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
4 down.
Garoppolo now. Goodwin able to haul it in. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
I used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
13.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone. The Niners on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and goal.
65. We got 4.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. He can run for it, and he will. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And Santos able to put this one up and through. It's good. And they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
4 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Out. Hurry up, here we go.
Handoff comes to Cook. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Out comes the Chargers as they'll go on offense now to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that.
Man left. 4 down. Check. Now let's go. Blue 90.
And they start the second half with Johnson. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Double tight. 3 down. Hurry up, here we go.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll get this one up to the 26. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Watch 84. Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. 56. Mike's 56.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A gain of 19 and picking up the first.
Gun! 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. And it's Reuben Foster in on the tackle. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Hurry up, here we go. Green.
They pitch it out to Cook. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The Chargers on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Here's a look at the 49ers offense as they make their way out for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10.
Tight end right. 21.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
I got him. Alert 3. 21. 52's the mic, boys. 52.
Garoppolo to throw on 2nd down. Open man there is Malone. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
12, fellas. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. He needed a yard. That's what he got, and it's going to earn him a new set of downs. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage, so they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Garoppolo, 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
6.
Now Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
You don't want none back. 6. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want me.
Garoppolo again. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be third and forever.
Watch 10, watch 10. Come on. 2.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We just saw him hit a big play there on a deep post, and most of the time, the post isn't available because usually you have defenders in the middle of the field. But if you throw enough curls and crossing routes and underneath routes, I know from experience, they get tired of watching those balls get caught. They start to creep up a little bit, and that's when you can hit them big over the top.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
13. Hey. 2.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. And the reception made by Dante Moncrief. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A very good gain on 1st down, 9 yards on the dump-off. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Hey, we got tight left. Watch tight end. Key him. Key the tight end. 21. 4 down.
Throwing on 1st is Garoppolo. A dump down to McKinnon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Double tight, guys. Double tight. Hey, 4 down. 12, fellas. Here we go.
And they'll go on the ground. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a 1st down. They ran it and picked it up.
Here we go. Double tight. We got 4. 12, fellas. Here we go. Lucky.
Garoppolo on 1st down. Throw left side complete. It's Stevenson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy 1st down conversion. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Power on power, but he's not going to get in. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
Last stop. Last stop.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal.
Wait.
They come out here in the eye.
Stand up in. Check 37. 12, fellas. Here we go. Check 26. Check 26. Black. Hey, look.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. A great play there, punching it in from a yard away. And the 49ers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. All right, now what can the Niners do as they face a big 2-point conversion here?
12, fellas, here we go. Odd. 5 down. Stand up in.
Now this time, Garoppolo will throw. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line.
Blitz. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Sacks all day, baby. Go ahead and take a seat. You can't stop me.
The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw here. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Watch tight end. Hey. Set. Green.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So they're going to decline that and choose to bring up 2nd down.
So did you feel like maybe this is just a mistake that they don't take the penalty
here? Possibly.
Either that or they feel like their defense just cannot be moved on very well, and they'd rather go ahead and use the downs.
Every penalty so critical at this stage of the game as now they've got it 3rd and long.
Check, bunch set. Check.
Now let's go. 3.
He'll look to throw. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. Landry, the intended target.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Wait.
4 down, 4 down.
Flag.
Fellas, watch 81.
Now Garoppolo throwing on second.
Here they come, here they come.
And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Eric Saubert from 10 yards out. And the Niners take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in.
That's almost just not right. You cover everybody, but those tight ends, they can be awfully reliable.
Very reliable. The defense just has to hate those guys.
This drives them crazy because oftentimes you can't match up with them. They have you either with size, speed, or maybe even just strength.
Santos with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. The punter Pinion now to kick this one away. Here comes Johnson on the return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles.
Gun! Set! Green, 39!
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Screenplay, Johnson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Tight ends on the Ringo. Tight ends on the Ringo.
Set! 3-19!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Landry. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Charger first down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
Two tights.
No. Check. Patriot. Here we go now. Blue Niners.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Trying to get it to Landry there. 3rd down here.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39.
They'll look to throw. And it's complete. Henry. 20. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one will go down as 33 yards on the third down conversion. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pick. Looking for Landry, and it's intercepted. Reuben Foster picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Get set.
We got double tight. Double tight. Hey. 4 down.
Flag.
Check 13. Check 13.
21.
Switch.
They'll start on the ground with Breida, and he'll lose yardage and be down at the 7-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
21.
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Garoppolo, and he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Niners on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
6.
4 down. Check. 4 down.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. He's going to float this one deep right side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Crash.
Despite the lead here in the 4th, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays. Do you sit on the ball and run it because you have enough of a lead? Or do you try and extend it because you always feel like the other team can come back?
Extend it. Have some fun. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position. The Charger offense making their way back out there. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
They'll run with Cook. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
He's going to get it running right. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense.
We got three.
Detroit!
looking to throw. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal.
Then we got to give a little tip of the cap for the defense there. Zone coverage, locked it in.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, you get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
I got freedom.
He's back to throw.
Here we go. Let's bring it. Let's go.
And that's going to be incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
Double tight. 4 down. Alert. Check 3.
Ohio!
Now McKinnon. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
4 down.
Oh, Garoppolo's going to throw it, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now the Chargers are going to signal for another timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense, as they'll talk it over here before what'll be an important 3rd down.
Man left.
12.
Hey, check. 3 down. Watch the ad.
21.
57's Mike. Mike 57.
Back to throw, Garoppolo.
You better be afraid of me.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Crash.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. They're down here in a 1-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on. Every week in practice, usually on a Friday, they go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a 1st down. Over the middle to Smith. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. His throw incomplete. This defense has watched their lead dwindle away. This is where they really need to bow up. They executed well there.
And it's often hard after you've played really well early and then you kind of relax a little bit to step on the gas again. They just did it on the last play. Looks like they want to finish this one off.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Now let's go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
He'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Shane Ray in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
Detroit.
Light 56.
Back to throw.
Army.
Oh, he's going backwards. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And a great return as he takes us up just shy of the 45.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10.
Even. 4 down. Even.
Down to a knee for the 49ers. This one about to be on ice. As a fan of the NFL, for an opener, you can't ask for much more than this overtime in Week 1.
I know it's hard to believe that some people may not have been watching our game, but I'll bet through social media they found out this one was snug and getting into overtime, and they flipped over here in a hurry. This is fantastic. If you're a fan of ball, you love these types of games.
And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, Week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season. We get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Niners, that'll be a happy locker room as they start the season 1-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Minnesota Vikings come to town. Meanwhile, for our visitors, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in Jacksonville.
you